What cheating does to your relationship. Cheating doesn't end a relationship the moment the affair is discovered. Sometimes the real damage begins afterward. Imagine discovering that the person you trusted the most has been sharing emotional intimacy, affection, time, or even physical intimacy with someone else. Suddenly, everything changes. You start questioning the relationship. You question yourself. You question every late night, every unexplained phone call, every change in behavior. And sometimes you even start asking yourself, was I not enough? Today, let's talk honestly about what cheating really does to a relationship and why rebuilding after infidelity can be so difficult. If you've ever experienced cheating, or you're currently trying to decide whether your relationship can survive it, this conversation is for you. First, let's understand something. Cheating isn't simply about what happened physically. For many people, the deepest wound is the betrayal of trust. You trusted someone with your heart. You believed their promises. You believed that when they said, "I'm yours," they meant it. So when infidelity is discovered, the betrayed partner isn't only dealing with the affair, they're dealing with the destruction of the reality they thought they were living in. And that's where the damage begins. The first major thing cheating does is destroy trust. Before the affair, your partner could say, "I'm going to work," and you probably didn't think twice. After cheating, that same sentence can trigger questions. Which work? Who is going to be there? What time are you coming back? Why aren't you answering your phone? Suddenly, ordinary things become suspicious. And this is why rebuilding trust takes time. The person who was betrayed may need reassurance, not because they want to control their partner, but because their sense of security has been damaged. And the person who cheated must understand something. You cannot demand that someone trust you immediately after you gave them a reason not to. Trust has to be rebuilt through consistent actions. Cheating can create a cycle of doubt. The betrayed partner may start wondering, is there someone else? Are they telling me the truth? Why did they suddenly change their password? Who keeps texting them? Why are they protecting their phone? Even when there is no new evidence, the mind can keep searching for danger. Why? Because betrayal teaches the brain that something you thought was safe wasn't actually safe, and this can be exhausting. The relationship can become a place of interrogation instead of connection. Instead of, "How was your day?" it becomes, "Where were you?" Instead of, "Who were you talking to?" Instead of enjoying time together, both partners may become trapped in suspicion, defensiveness, and arguments. 9. This is something people don't talk about enough. Cheating can make the betrayed partner question their own worth. They may think, was I not beautiful enough? Was I not attractive enough? Was I not loving enough? What does that person have that I don't? Why wasn't I enough? But please hear this. Someone else's decision to cheat does not determine your value. A person's unfaithfulness is a choice they made. It is not proof that you were worthless. You can be loving, you can be attractive, you can be supportive, you can be an amazing partner, and someone can still make a terrible decision. Don't allow another person's betrayal to rewrite your identity. After cheating, communication can become extremely difficult. The betrayed partner wants answers. The cheating partner may become defensive. One person says, "Tell me everything." The other says, "Why can't you just move on?" And the argument begins. But healing requires honest communication, not insults, not shouting, not threats, not pretending it never happened. The person who cheated must be willing to take responsibility, and the betrayed partner must be allowed to express their pain. That doesn't mean the relationship should become a place where someone is punished forever. It means the wound needs to be acknowledged before it can heal. Cheating can also affect intimacy. Sometimes the betrayed partner no longer feels emotionally safe enough to be vulnerable. They may pull away. They may struggle to show affection. They may think, if you could share this with someone else, why should I open my heart to you again? And that's understandable. Physical closeness isn't only physical. For many couples, intimacy is connected to trust, safety, and emotional connection. When trust is broken, intimacy can become complicated. That's why couples trying to recover from infidelity need to rebuild the emotional connection, not simply return to their old routine. Another danger is resentment. Even if the couple decides to stay together, unresolved resentment can quietly grow. One partner thinks, "I sacrificed everything for this relationship." The other thinks, "I apologized already. Why are we still talking about it?" And slowly, the relationship becomes a battlefield. Every new disagreement brings up the old betrayal. Remember what you did? You were never there for me. You destroyed this relationship. If the couple wants to move forward, the betrayal cannot be used as a weapon in every argument forever. But, and this is important, the person who cheated cannot demand forgiveness on their timetable. Healing has its own timeline. Now let's answer the question many people ask. Can a relationship survive cheating? Yes, some relationships do recover after infidelity. But staying together isn't the same thing as healing. For a relationship to recover, there must be genuine accountability. The cheating partner must stop making excuses. They must be honest. They must be willing to rebuild trust. They must understand that their partner may need reassurance. And both people must be willing to address the deeper problems in the relationship. Sometimes professional couples counseling can also help, especially when communication has completely broken down. But reconciliation is not an obligation. Nobody is required to stay in a relationship after betrayal. And here's another important point. Forgiveness and reconciliation are not the same thing. You can forgive someone and still decide that the relationship is no longer right for you. You can love someone and still choose to walk away. You can understand why something happened without accepting it. And if you choose to stay, that doesn't make you weak. If you choose to leave, that doesn't automatically make you bitter. Every relationship and every situation is different. The important thing is to make your decision based on what is healthy and right for you, not because people are pressuring you to stay or leave. So, what does cheating do to a relationship? It can destroy trust, create insecurity, damage communication, affect intimacy, create resentment, and make two people who once felt safe with each other feel like strangers. But here's the most important thing I want you to remember. A relationship can sometimes survive betrayal, but it cannot survive continued dishonesty. If you cheated, don't just say, "I'm sorry." Show through your actions that you understand the damage. If you were betrayed, don't blame yourself for someone else's decision. And if both of you genuinely want to rebuild, understand that healing won't happen overnight. It takes honesty. It takes patience. It takes accountability. And most importantly, it takes consistent change. Because love isn't just about saying, "I love you." Sometimes love is choosing honesty when nobody is watching. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you believe a relationship can truly become stronger after cheating, or does infidelity permanently change the relationship? Tell me your honest opinion in the comments. And if this message spoke to you, share it with someone who may need to hear it. Subscribe to this channel for more honest conversations about relationships, marriage, love, betrayal, and the problems people don't always talk about.